All right, welcome YouTube community. Going to give you a quick outlook of the indoor walk-in cooler that I'm creating. This is inside my shed, and I'm taking a portion of it and separating it and building a walk-in cooler to store my game and fruits and vegetables and eventually mushrooms as well. It's in a place right now where it's in several different stages. I'll go ahead and give you kind of a quick tutorial based on what I'm doing here. So inside it's 350 square feet, so it's not real big, but for my purposes it's going to be perfect. I've used an external door which I got from Lowe's, and it does have a pretty good seal, and it already had a frame. You can see I've used spray and foam everywhere to seal in all the cracks. I've taken the 2-inch R-rated poly form and placed it inside and in between the slats, and then I've taken another piece and turned the reflective side in, facing out rather towards us, and then used some fasteners to hold them in place, basically just some drywall screws and some washers. Couple important things that I learned in my research about doing this is making sure that you get any spots where you can see air or anything like that. So even once you place this and put this in place, it's good to shoot foam and make sure that everything and every crack is filled in. Once you give the foam some time to expand, it also helps. Here would be an example of a crack that hasn't been filled yet. I'll go ahead and fill that in with foam, and then I'll come back with some tape, and it's a specific tape for this purpose and this application, and I'll run that tape along the seams. I haven't done that yet, but that will also help reduce the and create an airtight, but reduce any air or cold air that might escape. So this particular walk-in cooler is going to be controlled by a Coolbot thermostat sensor and a AC wall unit that will hang right here. You can see the external door going out into my shed. And I'll build and frame this out. I'll create the space for the air conditioning unit, which I'll show you in another video. It's going to be at the highest point as recommended. Basically, I took all the building specs from Coolbot to be able to make sure that I build it for the most efficiency. The other thing is the bottom floor. I'm going to take a pool liner, or perhaps the liner that you would place for building a shower pan, and I'm going to put that in the bottom and raise it up a few inches off the edge, just to make sure there's a water barrier. That way if I'm hanging meat, or if any vegetables and water or anything come to the ground, it'll be collected. Of course, I'm also going to make sure that there's a drainage. There is a slight pitch to the floor as well, in order for the water to flow off into one direction. I'm going to create the electrical outlet right here, closest to the door, where I'll also run and have an LED light so that it doesn't create very much heat, but making sure that I have light inside here. And then again, the AC unit will be located here. They do recommend that the AC unit be faced at the longest portion of the room, but the outside of this shed is stucco, and I won't be making any attempts to cut through it and to place an air conditioning unit. Again, the air conditioning unit is going to be actually inside the shed. So this will be a building within the building, making it very easy to build. Now, when I go to the bottom, I put the shower floor pan in, liner. Then I'll add a 2-inch piece of foam, and then a 1/4-inch piece of foam. I'm going to frame out just the bottom. I'm not going to create any of the slats on the floor, because that actually potentially increases the ability for air to escape. So I won't do that. Instead, I'm just going to lay an entire sheet down on the bottom, and then I will cover it with a piece of plywood to make the flooring. So that's just a quick look to see how things are going, and once I'm done and have the AC unit installed, I will give you an updated video, including the temperature, which I'm excited to see what that will end up being. Thanks for tuning in.